Well, the 30-Hour Famine is basically about learning on how other people are, and they're not really different from what certain people think. And the way how it affected me was that normally sometimes when I order sometimes food and all that, I sometimes don't even eat it all, I throw it away. But during watching the movies that they showed us, we learned that the food that you're throwing away can help other people that are in need, and you can't judge people from the outside. And sometimes there's some people around my neighborhood, I should say, that are living out on the streets, and I sometimes thought about 30-hour famine consistently. And I thought to myself, I should say I can pull out a few dollars on my pocket and offer them a little help, support.
Well, basically, a couple of weeks ago, I did a 30-hour famine, and there we couldn't eat for 30 hours. And we were in school, and they sent us to a different classroom together so we wouldn't see everybody eating food. We stayed in the gym room and we played games. We really learned a lot about how other people in countries don't get to eat like we do, and it really made me appreciate what I have now.
My favorite experience was the 30-hour famine. What that was for 30 hours, me and some fellow classmates would stay in the gym and not eat and learn about how other people in the world had to suffer without food. And I pretty much learned that people in the world have it a lot worse than we do, and how we shouldn't complain about different things that are going on.
I stopped going to church and I started to be a bad kid as usual. And when I got to do the 30-hour famine, it made me realize what I need to do better for my life and to get closer to go to church more. I think that what I want to do is probably help those who don't have the things that they need, especially in Africa and in other countries, because I've seen how their conditions are, and it's really horrible for me because I have all the privileges, but they don't have a lot. They don't have a home. They don't have anything.
30-hour famine was really nice. We didn't eat for 30 hours. We got to know each other better, help each other through it, because everyone obviously was pretty hungry, and sometimes a bit edgy with each other. So we try and help each other out. I've learned stuff about other people that even though they can look a certain way, there's something completely different behind, and you just gotta know them better and not judge people right away.
I tutored at a center called the Joshua Center on the west side of Chicago. What I did was I helped K through 8th graders after school with their homework and with anything that they didn't know how to do. I helped them do that, and then I would have they would have free time or whatever, and I would play with them, and then they would have a snack, and we would all eat together. And it affected me because I knew that there were a lot of people that needed to be helped, and the only way I felt that I would get helped with the stuff that I needed was when I helped others.
One of the things I did to boost my faith was the overnight retreat. I got to experience many things. I was with a close group of friends. We got to do many activities, learn about each other, learn about our own selves, sleep. I don't know, it was pretty fun. We got to do a campfire, and we got to talk about letting go some of the bad feelings we had. We went to a very nice place where they had, basketball courts and all that fun stuff. And we had a couple of teachers come, and they told us their life story. They told us very, very intimate stories about them, and we really got to know them outside of the school. This experience affected my life, being that I was very self-centered before, and I just mostly thought about myself and not others. I really got to experience people and the problems they had, because we learned so many about other people's backgrounds. I'm gonna try to be more humbled and think about others before myself. Treat others as you'd like to be treated. That's what I'm gonna start being my life. That's gonna be my life model.
It was one of the best overnight retreats which I've ever experienced in my lifetime. You know, I was touched by the stories which each and every student and teacher did or said, and you know, experiencing what they have gone through, you know, their lifestyle have been and all that stuff. So actually we shared and had a great time. We shared emotions and had fun. Yeah, I know going on with life is not an easy task, you know, because the devil is out there, you know, trying like looking for the soul to hang on to. So I'd say it'll be a really hard time, you know, it'll be a rough time out there if you don't trust in God, you don't, you know, keep that belief that He is there out for you, waiting for you to knock the door and let it be opened unto you.
Well, basically, I just went to the overnight retreat, like, to have fun with everybody that was going, you know, all my friends. But I think that I got more out of it than I expected, because I thought they were just going to be talking, like, a whole bunch of church stuff, and I was just, like, going to be like, whatever. But most of the stuff that they said, like, hearing each of the teachers' experiences, like, really affected me. Like, I take more, like, life more seriously now. I mean, I'm not a big church person. I mean, I'm Catholic, but I don't go to church. I'm not into the whole thing. But they kept telling me stories, and they told me to keep having faith in what I believe in and stuff. So if I really have faith in something, to just keep going for it and not letting anybody stop me.
As a person, it just affected me because like it was nice to get out. Like we all like grew up in the city, so it was nice to get like out of that setting into like the quiet country, and just I feel like it brought me closer to God and like praying within myself.